Mama Gena here, and today I have this wild and crazy and delicious privilege for you all, which is my friend Danielle LaPorte has just come out with a brand new book, which I want you all to buy. And I'm going to interview her today, and you're going to get to know the woman that wrote the Firestarter sessions. You're going to fall crazy ass in love with her just like I am. So Danielle, hello, welcome.
Hi, I've been thinking about this interview, and it just occurred to me, like, just your very presence makes me want to like be more sensual and up my game. And yeah, I'm wearing an awesome bra and my Tom Ford Amber right now, just for you, because I know you can feel it
I can.
virtually.
I can feel beneath the layers. And it's always, it makes a woman's day a bit brighter to have an awesome bra. I think it's a fire starter technique that perhaps hasn't made it to the book yet, but we could put in a PS. I wanted to, there's this quote that you have that I relate to a lot because my work is with women, and I'm going to read it to you so you can be impressed with yourself anew. I'm going to cry when I read it. You say, a woman makes a cup of her heart. She carries your concerns and fears with you, for you. When your eyes fill up with teary news, so do hers. It happens with women you've known for years, with women you just met at the grocery store, in the ladies' room, in a prayer circle. She carries your story with her. She mixes honey with it and retells it for you and helps you notice how great you're doing in spite of everything, because of everything. So I just want to know what inspired that.
Oh my. When I hear that, I think, who wrote that? I don't even remember writing that. I just, who would I be without my girlfriends?
Yeah.
I just sent my best friend some white orchids. It's my signature flower. If I love you, you're bound to get white orchids from me at some point. And told her that she was better than a near-death experience. I said, who needs near-death experiences? I have you. And I just would not be able to put on my mascara and do what I do and hit the bell that I hit without the women in my life. And that image of, she makes a cup of your heart. I just, you know, just don't.
I'm having a technical difficulty, so we're just going to hang here for a minute until Skype forgives us for being so profound. Okay.
So hot. It's just in the wires. The audio is being kept.
Okay, now you're back,
Um,
and you're
we're talking about the pain of the globe.
we're over our glitch. You're back and in full bloom, and I wanted to say that that quote is something that you always presence, which is I love that. I love that. So that's a good thing. Living and breathing, sisterhood. All right, so you say in this book that as a culture, we have ambition backwards, and that actually setting a goal could hold us back from our deepest fulfillment. And I'm always talking to women about the difference between goals and desires. Even the word, like you get hit with a goal, but you can relax into a desire. So I want you to talk more about that and talk more about going for what we want as women and talk more about that.
Mhm. I think the more in touch you are with your desires, the less you need goals. And, I remember hearing Oprah speak years ago, and she said, yeah, I'm not that goal oriented. And I thought, oh, that's hot. Neither am I. Double hot. And we're so hot. I'm so hot. You should have me on your show. Uh, so I think, all of our to-do lists and our bucket lists and our goals, it's all about attainment, and it's all out there.
Yeah.
And it's mostly stuff. Like, you could say, like, I want to run the half K marathon, and I want to climb Kilimanjaro. You can have experiences on that list, but it's still out there. And what I see happening, like I walked into a big corporation once, and they all have their goals posted on the wall. They're all the fucking same. Everybody wants hardwood floors and a labradoodle. Two kids by the time they're 34, and to meet the one. And you know what? I want all those things too. So it's not about criticizing what you want. Like, really, all I want out of life is linen sheets and enlightenment. But we're often going after someone else's dream, like it's your mother's dream, or it's like a reality television dream. And nobody ever asked me. Nobody ever asked me. I mean, I know you're asking thousands of them. How do I want to feel?
Yeah.
How do I want to feel when I write my book, when I open the door, when I walk in the house and like see my lover? How do you want to feel the first time, the last time, with your kids, when you shop, when you eat? When you get clear on that, whew, you're a magnet. You're magnetic.
All right, but let's get down, because one thing that happens to me when I first begin teaching women is I'll say to them, what are your desires? And the first thing that women will say is, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear you in that same neighborhood as you talk about how do you want to feel. So I want to know how, let's say a woman in her entire life has never felt the way she wants to feel. Maybe her imagination hasn't even opened to the potential of her living a life with her feeling the way she wants to feel, because she's grown up inside of a patriarchal culture that doesn't prioritize feelings. So she's learned to leave them in the back of her own internal bus, and she can't even find them anymore. They're just rattling around somewhere, but not inside her. So how can you connect someone? How does someone connect with even being able to imagine how they want to feel?
Best question ever in the context of if you've never felt it before. I think you have to look at who you admire. And there's something there. I think like your aspirations, even if they're buried, are in your admiration. So if it's all about Angelina Jolie for you, or your grandmother, or Barack Obama, and you just, and he's got that wow factor, it's tickling something inside you that you already have. Mm-hmm. You're already that boldness. You're already that integrity. You're already that sweetness. And also, and I know this may not be quite the solution, but I think we forget how to dream. Mm-hmm. And like dreaming is actually a solution. I'm not that solution oriented, but I think, if your ideal life feels, so far outside of you, really the one way to get to it, or to just open yourself up to something, is to just like start dreaming again. It could be better than this. I want this to happen. Just like a dream could be like, I want out of this hell. And just to like hear yourself repeatedly talking about your desires. I want. I remember doing this exercise in an all-women theater class. So someone will be talking about bulimia and boyfriends, and everybody's going to be crying like within 45 minutes. And we just stood there. You have to stand there in front of everybody and go, I want, I need, I want, I need. And it cracked everybody open. And I think you can do that on a daily basis without any criticism about what you want and what you think you need in that moment. Mm-hmm. The wants and needs might change, but just in that moment, no judgment for the desire.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant, Danielle, because we don't get how limiting ourselves is a practice, because it's just all around us. So to really counter a practice of limitation with a practice of expansion is where someone's imagination can just fly and soar. And so I love that you have, and there's, tell me about the practices. There's practices in here.
Mm-hmm. Simple practice. I think you go through every area of your life, 4 areas: love, relationships, community, romance, whatever, money, livelihood, cash, wellness, rest, relaxation, your body. And then you need stuff. We forget about the stuff. It infiltrates everything, but the stuff you own, the clothes you wear, the car you drive, all that stuff. And you just ask yourself how you want to feel. You do a stream of consciousness. You can take a day to do this. You can take months to do this. Walking meditation. And I guarantee you, you will see a pattern. You're going to see the same 3, 4, 5 desired feelings coming up again and again. The same way you want to feel about money and cash flow, I know, is the same way you want to feel in your romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And you can narrow that down. And then the idea is, I mean, none of that matters unless you actually apply it. The idea is that those core desired feelings, those 4 little things, I have them written on a Post-it note in my day timer. I'm just looking for my core desired feelings. They sit at the center of everything. So before you write your business plan, you go, how do I want to feel? Okay, so what am I going to do? It's going to make me feel this way. Not like there's the goal, and I hope I'm going to feel sexy when I get there. It's like, no, I want to feel sexy. What will make me feel sexy?
Mm-hmm. That is so radical and wonderful and revolutionary. Funny how all those words start with R. What's up with that? I like that when that happens.
Regina.
Oh, right. Oh, my God. I forgot about that one. And you say, let your feelings be your time management guide.
Yes. Here's my new time management practice. I do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. I want to write a whole book on this. I tried everything. And what I realized was I felt the same way about my time management systems as I did about Santa. And
do you hate, wait a minute, you hate Santa?
I love Santa, but I was Catholic and 6. It's like a terrible combination. It's like guaranteed guilt. And so, like, for all of December, you're thinking, if I fuck up, I'm not going to get my easy bake oven.
Oh, right.
And so I feel the same way. Like, if I don't get everything in my A basket and my C basket and in the right quadrant, and if I answer this phone call from like a friend right now, even though I'm supposed to be on the clock, crazy. And I just like, I realized like I was like this hoe, and time management systems were like my pimp. And I actually, am I productive? Yeah, I'm incredibly productive. I feel a little scattered some days, but I'm happier. I'm so much happier just going, what's up today? How do I feel?
Whoa, I'm gonna have to. That one's just gonna have to sink in with me, and I'm just gonna have to like let that float around. I'm gonna absorb that for a little while and get back to you, practice that one because I really love it and I believe in it, but I haven't had the experience of surrendering to myself in that profound of a way. So I'm excited for that one.
And here's the thing: you can get back to me whenever you want on that. There's no deadline.
Because I know you'll get back to me about me getting back to you whenever you want, and that makes me relax. So I'm happy. And then, give me an example of how that's working today so that what do you feel like doing today? There you are in your office, your little garret. What are you feeling like doing today?
Well, today I walked my kid to school, and I could have not. Like, I had a choice. The man was home, he could have taken the kid. I was like, no, I've got like 9,000 things to do. I'm in the middle of this book tour. I'm going to walk the kid. And then I didn't feel like talking to someone, so I picked up my phone. I acted like I was on a phone. And because sometimes that's what you need to do, to just like get on with it. It's the most loving thing to do, actually, is to fake it sometimes. So true. Oh, it's so busted. And then, I'm intelligent and I want to get where I want to go, so I honor all of my commitments. I do what I say I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. And the day will probably involve a nap and then, working till 1 a.m.
Those are sweet hours when no one else is up.
Oh, I love it.
Sweet. Yeah, I do the opposite. I'm an early morning person. I'll get up like 5. No one's around. It's good. Um, there's one other radical thing that really struck me from your book. Well, I mean, a million. I love the book. Um, I love it because it teaches you stuff, but it's compelling like a novel somehow because of the passion that you pour into it. And I'm so deeply drawn to passion, I will run after it like a crazy person. So I'm delighted by the boatloads that are spilling all over these pages. And you say this radical thing in there. You say, what would your life be like if you only did things that were easy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely radical.
It makes brain kind of, when I ask people that question, they kind of, I get the puppy look. They're like, we're not trained to choose the easy way. It's all about, soldiering on and enduring. I think when you choose what's easier, let me define easier: natural strength, goddess-given talent, state of grace. Like it's your second nature. When you're in that state, you're happier. Because I'm talking to you, I can say you're hornier. Your skin is better. You're generally more fun to be around, and therefore you're of more service. So you make the choice to do just what's easy for you. I'm not going to take that long drive. I'm not going to take that client. This is what fits me. I'm not gonna do the video blog because I want to write. I'm going to do video because I don't like to write. Here's the divine irony. You become of more powerful service. Mm-hmm. And it's more productive. It's so much more productive. You think about the drag of doing things you don't want to do and the resentment. And, you watch the clock and an hour feels like 2. When you're in your easy zone, you're just like, whoa, I did all that in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You're going to change a lot of people's lives with this book. It's going to make the world better! More interesting. Because imagine if what we got to engage with was one another's passion and one another's ease and one another's desires. Life would be so incredibly compelling and magnificent.
Here.
Mm-hmm. I want to really tell me how people can buy this. What's today? Is it going on to Amazon? What's the best?
It's everywhere. Go online. Any one of your favorite online bookstores will have it. It's big. You've got the galley. You've got the mock-up. The real thing.
Oh, what's it really look like?
Oh my God! It's like I just realized this mother.
Whoa!
It's 330 pages long.
Whoa!
So I need to lighten up.
No. When you make big changes, you need a big ass book to do it with.
Book. Like even if you don't do it, because this is a book you do. Like it's gonna look on your coffee table. People think you're gonna be so enlightened with this. And then you put like your nice tea mug on it. Or you could do something old-fashioned. Like you could walk into these things called bookstores, and you could get one off the shelf. And and there's audio and there's digital. And this is my dream as a New York Times bestseller. It's all about the first, the spike. So it's really about Saturday, April 20th. Like you can buy it after that. You can buy a case of them after, but if you're inspired, now's the time.
It's Saturday, April 20th?
Yeah, it's out next week, but try and buy it by the 20th.
Okay, done, and done, done. And we're done. And I just want to thank you for I want to thank you for this time and having the privilege of talking to you and for celebrating the launch of this incredible book. You're going to make it to the New York Times and beyond.
Thank you. And for all that you do. Wow, I bow, truly.
Back at you. I'll see you next week. Big kiss.
Ciao.
Mwah.